present about water preservation and our member have มีวิวธนิยาทองมี number 78
I am Thai number 80 number 70
อันนี้เลข number
yes number 7 Ricky
and Ricky number 72 and first we will present about the significance of water.
The earth and the planet have approximately water 3/4 3 in 4. So it consists of water in many things. Like for example, living things in earth have water. It's not stored but needed to not one. So they have water in their blood and their organs. ก็คืออันนี้ขอแปลไทยนะก็คือจากที่พูดมาทั้งหมดเนี่ยก็คือโลกเราแบ่งเป็น4ส่วนมีน้ำ3ใน4ส่วนแล้วก็ถ้าสิ่งมีชีวิตภายในโลกเนี่ยก็ประกอบด้วยน้ำว่าอย่างมนุษย์แล้วก็สัตว์เนี่ยก็จะมีน้ำอยู่ในเลือดแล้วก็ในอวัยวะต่าง
Next is a video that show the benefit of water and how to sanitize preserving the water. I will explain that video. The video that show us about the preservation of water. Example, like when we brush our teeth, we need to turn off the water. And if we go to the toilet and you have a trash and you need to take it to the bin, but they don't have. You need to take the trash to the bin, not in the toilet. You know, that made up. You know, you know that if you do that, it make up. You need to use many water to that, so it's not good. Next slide. Next slide is a water cycle. The phenomena that water from many sources when receiving heat from the sun, it will evaporate into the steam, and the steam will condense into the cloud. And if we have a mini cloud, it will go to have a rain. So that is our water that we use.
ต้องแปลเป็นไทย
ก็คือน้ำจากบนพื้นดินนะคะแล้วเกิดขึ้นไปจนควบแน่นกลายเป็นก้อนเมฆจนก้อนเมฆรวมๆกันเป็นก้อนใหญ่ๆแล้วก็ฝนตกลงมาซึ่งฝนนั้นก็คือน้ำที่เราใช้เดี๋ยวขอพูดเองก็ได้ Water source in nature Surface water means water source that is on the ground, such as a river, sea, and ocean. Groundwater means all the water sources under the water and has two main kinds. ก็คือ surface water นะคะก็คือน้ำที่อยู่บนพื้นดินค่ะซึ่งตัวอย่างของมันก็คือแม่น้ำทะเลหรือไม่ก็มหาสมุทรค่ะส่วน groundwater นะคะก็มันจะแบ่งได้เป็น2ประเภทค่ะก็คือน้ำgroundwater means that
Groundwater means water that is made from absorption of surface water or rain in the ground. Groundwater will give us instant. We use groundwater by digging the well deeper than the level of groundwater in the water.
And then two is underground water means water that is absorbed and safe between rock layers. The bottom will be rocks that water in has to pass through. The amount of groundwater will not change much according to seasons. If level of underground water decrease, the land will sink. จะแปลให้ฟังนะคะก็คือ underground water ก็คือน้ำที่อยู่ใต้น้ำก็คือน้ำบาดาล แล้วก็คือแผ่นดินใต้โลกมันจะเป็นแผ่นดินใช่ไหมแล้วก็ข้างบนมันก็จะเป็นแค่ดินแล้วน้ำมันก็จะกั้นระหว่างพื้นดินน้ำแล้วก็พื้นดินข้างบนใช่ไหมแล้วคือน้ำเนี่ยมันอยู่เอาไว้เพื่อที่ไม่ให้ไอ้ดินด้านบนเนี่ยมันจมลงมาคือถ้าเราถมหน้าดินมากๆมันก็จะเกิดดินจม Thank you for listening our presentation. ขอบคุณนะขอบคุณมากเลย
Hi, and welcome to another video from Deep in the Bunker. Today is my top 11 tips for staying hydrated in drought. So this past couple of months in the UK has been extremely dry, not a drop of rain to be seen, and I'm pretty sure there's going to be a hosepipe ban very, very soon. My father lived through this in 1976, to the fact in London there were standpipes. All the washing houses were turned off and you only could get water from standpipes in the street. So with that pretty much imminent, not quite shit hitting the fan, but yeah, it's something, yeah, pretty close, a little practice for when things go bad, yeah. Okay, so tip number 1. Water storage. Okay, we all know that you need a minimum drinking water of 1 gallon per day as drinking and water for food. So even though I don't have massive stored, family of 5, we're going to say 5 gallons a day, and I recommend this for a week's worth just in case. So it's not hard to do. Something I managed to do is stored under the stairs in a cool place. It's going to keep, it's going to be fine. But moving on from that, tip number 2, water catchment. I've recently installed water butts that catch all the water off my drains. So a couple of 55-gallon drums attached to the side of the house in the garden. So when it eventually does rain, it will catch it, and I can use that for non-drinking stuff. So stuff like flushing the toilet, watering the garden primarily, and sanitation also. Consider I don't really want to be, let's say water has been turned off to the property, I don't want to be using my drinking water, my 1 gallon a day, on mopping the floor, but sanitation is important. Sanitation of the property, kitchen areas, etc. So that water can be used for that, and boil it up, and it'll be just fine. Flushing toilet, mopping, all these essential things that happen every day. It's got to be prepared for, and I'm going to use that water for that. Okay, because it's directly attached to my drain pipes, and therefore I don't have the luxury of because all crap on the roof, dust and bird shit just accumulates. It's going to go in there, can't be helped. Even with a couple of drops of bleach in there, I wouldn't really want to drink it. No, definitely not. Okay, so number 3, foods that don't require great amount of water to cook. And foods that do. So pasta takes a lot of water to be cooked, but even with pasta, I can reuse that water. At the end of it, that nice little slick water you got, I would use that to flush the toilet with, because unbelievably in this day and age, we flush toilets with drinkable water. That is it's a crime. Personally, I'd use grey water if I had a grey water tank in the roof, but I don't. Maybe something for me to think about. Well, definitely something for me to think about in the future. Yes, but foods that don't require a great amount of water, so microwavable rice, and I can do that with my preps. Again, I've got my tins of chili, so literally tin in the pan, on the hob, go, microwave rice, done. Okay, so I was reading off my little list here. as I say, tins, canned goods are really good. They contain a lot of their own water, so it's done. Butter beans, chickpeas, they come in a can. They've got their own water in. You don't need to add additional water. Okay. Okay, so that was number 3. Number 4, using a watering can instead of a hose. As I say, it's imminent that there will be a hosepipe ban. So I'll be using my watering can to water my vegetables, my fruit trees. They do take a lot of water, but the reward is there for me at the end of the day, and I'm not going to let them die. However, what I will let die is my grass. I will let that go brown, and don't worry about it one bit, because it comes back year after year. It's a weed, it's not a problem. So let it go brown. Yeah, don't worry about it, don't even think about it. The rest of the plants in the garden are hardy. I've got rosebush, etc. Their roots are deep, they can sort themselves out. I'm not going to bother with them either. Okay. Sanitation, yourself, personal hygiene. Okay. As everyone who's ever been in the armed forces or especially the Navy will know, a system of showering called ship shower, which means you get in the shower, you soap yourself up fully over, you get yourself lathered up with your soap, okay, then you turn the water on, only to rinse the soap off. Okay. Once it's all gone, you turn the water back off, you get out and you dry. This is what they do in the Navy, this is what they do on ships, because ships don't have an unlimited supply of fresh water. Okay. And it's known as a ship shower, and anyone who takes anything longer, gets in a shower, turns the water on, spends their time soaping up their body, that's called a Hollywood shower, and that is a big no-no on a ship. So therefore, in a drought situation, that's a big no-no as well. Water conservation is going to be a vital thing in a couple of weeks, I feel. So this is why I'm putting this video out, so you can get the tips and give me feedback too on tips that you've learned. Okay. Number 6, I'm going to go for buying bottled water. I say I've got a storage of water already, but I will use that up, and probably more than I think. I say it's only a gallon a day per person, okay, for 7 days. Yeah, so while there will be a dry in place, I guarantee the shops will not run out of water so quickly. Okay, there'll be water there. They'll probably bump the price up 150%, but hey, it'll still be there. Okay, there'll be water. They'll sell it. They'll sell wine. They'll sell beer. Okay, it'll be there, and I'm going to buy it. Okay, yes. And moving on from that, brushing teeth. Sorry, back to personal hygiene, but it's a separate issue. Brushing teeth. Okay, you don't need to run the tap while you're brushing teeth. You don't need to even rinse out your mouth while brushing teeth. It's edible. It's not poisonous. Okay, but if you do, just that last swig of water at the end, quick spit, done. Okay, washing hands. Consider buying alcohol gel. Okay, washing your hands properly and thoroughly, not forgetting the thumbs, in between fingers, backhands, palms, wrists. Very important. As you go in the hospital, you'll see this stuff all over the place in the corridors. Alcohol gel, really great. Use it at home. Okay, say if the water's turned off, you can't afford to be running that tap, getting your hands soapy, put it underwater, dry your hands off. It's not going to happen. Okay, you're going to have to really think about your rationing. Okay, and think about rationing of your energy. Okay, number 8, staying cool during the day. Okay, stay indoors. Draw your blinds to keep the sunlight out, to keep the house cool. This especially applies if you don't have air conditioning. You've got to stay cool. Old people, it kills old people in this country, heat waves. Okay, because we don't have air conditioning. Really great setup for winter. Lots of radiators, lots of fireplaces, and everything. Summer, we are not set up for one bit. Our roads are so badly made, they melt in the summer, and it's not even 40 degrees. It's disgusting. But there you go. Lack of investment by the government. Typical. Okay, right. Yeah. So moving on for that, you've got your blinds drawn, you've got your air conditioning on or not. Okay, depending on what you have. Okay, rest. Okay, in hot countries like Spain, they still have siesta, and with very good reasons. So they'll go down at 12 o'clock a day, they'll shut their shop, they'll go down, they'll have their rest, and they won't start back till 3 p.m. or more. Okay, then they'll go back to work in the evening. You know, and because they've rested for those 3 hours, they've got energy then to go out and enjoy the evening, because the evening is cooler. Okay, they'll go out and finish their work. They'll go after that. They'll go out with their families to the restaurants, have their meals. They'll go out dancing until 3 in the morning because it's cooler. They got the right idea. There's no point in sweating it out on a beach. You know, only tourists do that. You know, as the saying goes, only mad dogs and Englishmen go out in the midday sun. Okay, the locals don't do it because they're not stupid. Okay, right, right. Really, listen to your body. Listen to it. Okay, if you're thirsty, drink. If you're tired, rest. Okay, look for the physical signs. Are you sweating? Yes, that's good. If you're not, you're actually dehydrated. It's a sign of dehydration. Okay? If your urine is dark in colour, drink. Okay? Sit down and rest. Okay? Don't be beaten by heat before shit hits the fan. Keep yourself prepared, keep yourself ready. Okay? That was number 10. And number 11, most important. And I think all preppers do, practice using less water every day. Take a day out and practice that, what I talked about, that ship shower. Yeah, practice just soaking up your body, rinsing it off only when you're done, and toweling yourself off. See how much less you can use. Okay, the tips of, you know, brushing your teeth, using hand alcohol gel to wash your hands. Okay. And any other tips you know, do these things. Use rain catchment system for water, for flushing your toilet, for sanitation around the house, you know, floors, the kitchen, etc. Practice these things before it gets too late, because the day comes when, oh my God, they've turned off the water supply to the house. Yeah, I saw the letter, but I ignored it. Okay, do practice these things, and so therefore it's not such a shock. There's nothing worse than being a really hot day and coming home and you've got nothing to wash with. It's really horrible. You know, even if you just got like a baby wipe to wipe yourself down the excess sweat off the shoulders and chest, just something, you know, get rid of that funky smell off your armpits. Okay, I don't recommend using antiperspirant deodorant. It's a really bad thing. You know, I know you're gonna smell, but hey, you don't want to go down, because that it is what it is. Antiperspirant. It will stop you perspiring. It will stop you sweating, and that's how we humans stay cool. We sweat. Okay. Thank you for watching this video, and please post any comments below of your practical experience of living through drought situations. As I say, my father lived through it in 1976, and looks like I'm going to be, and my family's going to be living through it now. Because the weather forecast is to be dry for the next month or so. Yeah. Now, normally I'd take that with a pinch of salt, and this country would be, yeah, it's going to rain tomorrow because the weatherman says it's going to be dry, but it may not be. It may come true because it's been a hell of a dry year so far, with no break in that lovely blue sky. So, yeah, until next time, this has been Deep in the Bunker.